It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege of interviewing the Barton Cougars assistant women's basketball coach, Coach Annie Kassongo. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to get started in coaching in college women's basketball?
Um, I started coaching 5 years ago. After being done playing professional, played professional for 7 years in a different part of Europe, and after when you slowly start thinking of what you want to do next. I mean, obviously for me it was obvious that coaching was what I wanted to do, and just remain in the basketball world. For me it was very simple.
What was that experience like getting to play college basketball for Barton Cougars?
It was great. I mean, I had a great time. I mean, as an international, that's everything you ask for. You want great coaches that will taking care of you as much as taking care of American here. People in the community are awesome, and we are very spoiled. We have a nice court, nice facility. I mean, I had a great time. My 2 years, I had a great time. I went under two different coaching staff, but both coaching staff were great. They take good care of their international, so I actually had a great time.
What was that experience like being an international player and playing on the collegiate level?
It was good, but it was. I mean, my first semester was hard. I had to adjust of, everything they do in here. They play a little bit different than overseas, and I had to adjust at that first semester. And after I got to adjust, everything was great. But it was not easy at first. I remember my first game was not pretty at all. But after that, I got to practice and get to start going and have the help of my teammate as well. And the coaching staff make me, feel comfortable, and everything was pretty smooth after that.
As a player, what was that experience like getting to put on that Barton Cougars jersey?
It was great. I mean, a lot of international probably will recognize themselves when I said that. It's a dream. Like everybody that play basketball, usually they either want to go professional overseas, or they want to, come here in college to be able to have a chance to play. So for me, it was really a dream come true. I always told my mom I wanted to come to the U.S. because it's just so easy. You guys have a way to do things with school and sports at the same time. So you have in the morning you have class, and then in the afternoon you have basketball, sports, whatever, and then it's very well connected. Teacher are talking to coaches, so that's very very easy. Overseas is different. You going to school, and then at night between, I would say, 6 to 8 in the evening, you go into club basketball. That's how we call it, club. So it's not really related to coaches to school. Everything is separate, and here it's very easy. So I always wanted to do that and come to the US. So I was very excited once I got to wear the Barton jersey.
While in college, what were some of your biggest accomplishments on the basketball court?
In college, I mean, I had some good times individually, and also with the team. As a team here at Barton, we won the conference my first year. Um, Second year, we went under a coaching change, so it was a little bit difficult because, it wasn't really the recruits of my second coach. So, and then we also have some player that left that went back home. But my first year, we won conference, and then the second year, we finished. I think we went to the playoff, but we didn't go too far. I think the first round we was out. And then during my time here, I set the record for most block shot in the game and in the season as well. And then moving on to another 4 years in Oklahoma City, Southern Nazarene University, I also set the record for most block shot in a single game. And then my senior year, we won a national championship. So that's pretty much it.
Of course, after your college time, what was it like getting into playing professional basketball and traveling overseas and playing?
I mean, it was great. You finally get to do what you love the most. So for me, it was playing basketball, and now you're getting paid. You don't really have to, do something that you don't like. I mean, every day you wake up and, it's a blessing. You have practice, even a day you don't feel like practicing. You take that. It's a big blessing. You're doing what you love and you're getting paid. So for me, it was just awesome. I got to travel. You know, see different countries, get to have the experience to hear different language. Just like in Spain, I got to be more familiar with the Spanish language, their food, their culture. So it's really, really interesting to be able to travel those countries. And, also with the national team, we travel a lot. So we always have a good time.
How was that like, obviously, getting to play basketball overseas and playing in different countries like Spain, France, Switzerland, and United Kingdom?
It was good. It was good. You get to meet a lot of people. You get to be involved in their culture. You get to meet a lot of kids that aspire to play basketball as well. Either it's in the U.S. once again. Everybody's attracted by the U.S. and playing college basketball just because the U.S. is so big, and you have the NCAA on television. You have the NBA, so people are very attracted to that, and so they ask you a lot of questions. You get to meet a lot of people, see different things. Seeing different. Basketball is the same, but some countries, some coaches, they playing the game a little bit different, so you learn a lot of things. So I enjoyed that. It was nice.
Of course, after retiring from playing professionally, what was it like getting into college coaching and coming back to your alma mater of Barton?
It was good. It was good. I went to Northwest Tech for 4 years. I was an assistant out there, and then 2 years I was a head coach, and now I'm back at Barton. So for me, it's just a lot of memories that coming back to my head. I can see, I have like some souvenir when, I was on the court with my teammate, messing around at practice, or there is certain spot as well where, it's just giving me a lot of good memories that coming back to my head. So it's a good feeling to be back, and I'm very happy to be here. So.
What was that experience like, getting to be a head coach and getting to run your own program?
It was good. It was good. I got to do things the way I wanted. I had to, I was able to try different things, and yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. I mean, everybody, of course, want the head coach title, but it's very, you have to have shoulders to run a program. You are the face of the program, and I really had a good time. I had really good players that were all the time giving me their best, and we were very successful last year. And yeah, it was not easy, but we had a good time, and I was excited to try a new role because I was an assistant for 2 years, and then got to be quickly a head coach, and I'm very thankful for Northwest Tech. They really believed in me and trusted me to take over the program, and I was able to learn a lot just by being a head coach for 2 years. It was a lot of experience for me.
At Northwest Tech, what was that experience like being a head coach, and what were some of your accomplishments as that head coach?
It was good. The first year, we didn't really do great. We tried, but it was hard because a lot of kids were not expecting the coach that was a head coach, the previous head coach, to leave. So we had players that didn't come back, and then it was hard because like some of the recruit that we had on the board end up not coming back. I mean, not signing with us. So it was tough. We didn't really had a really good year at all. But the second year, I was able to bring some of my recruits. I was able to build a lot with the player that was here already, and we had a really good year. Matter of fact, we had the best year of the whole history. So it was very nice to go out there and compete against good team like Seward, Coffeyville, Indy. We had big wins for the program, and that was definitely a good feeling. So great years.
Coming back to your alma mater of Barton Cougars, what was that experience like becoming their assistant coach?
It was good. Just like I said, a weird feeling because you can see that you all the road that uh, the road that you did, the improvement that you made since I left Barton as a player. So it was very interesting, very funny. I had all those flashbacks, but I'm very happy to be here and be able to help Coach Clark. He's doing a great job, and I'm very thankful for the opportunity. Obviously, Coach Clark and the athletic director Trevor saw me growing at Northwest Tech since we are in the same conference. They were able to see what I've done with the program out there as an assistant, but also as a head coach. So I'm very thankful for them to trust me and wanted to bring me on board with the team. So now I'm here, and I'm just try to work hard, try to support as much I can, Coach Clark.
What was that feeling like for you as a coach, getting to step back onto that court that you played on?
It was a good feeling, like a ton of memories. Like I said, it was just like I just have so many flashbacks. I'm looking at my players, and I feel like I'm looking myself. I'm seeing myself back when I was playing. So it's a great feeling, and it's like a great atmosphere here. Home game always fun. So yeah, I'm very happy, very excited.
So far as the assistant coach, what have been some of your biggest accomplishments for the program?
So far, not a lot since it's very fresh. I just got here in August. But I'm trying to, bring something to the table as well. In the recruitment right now, we already recruiting, of course, like everybody else, recruiting for next year. And I'm just trying to, to guide those sophomores that we have, those freshmen that we have. I'm trying to, like I say, support as much Coach Clark, but he's already, had a solid program when I got here. So right now, all I can do is supporting him, and on every level, whatever he want. He took a step back last semester. Because medical reason, so he was not really with us, but I was constantly in communication with him. But I think that's already a good help I was able to provide for him. And on top of that, him knowing that I was a head coach before, I think that was much easier for him to take care of himself. And then, so I'm just trying to help as much as I can in every aspect. But right now, the accomplishments are very little since I just got here in August.
What does a typical game day look like for you as a coach versus for your players?
Typical game day. Well, we have shooting round. I'm assuming like most team in the country, we have shooting round in the morning, and then after that we going. Either I'm going get food for the girls. Either we have food delivering here at the gym. And then after that it's on. We some of the girls come 2 hours before they get treatment. I'm coming here myself, get changed, and then it's time to roll. So we have the game. So for the most part, it's that. And sometimes when we playing away, we don't really have time to shoot. So we just try to make sure we coming ahead of time, having enough time to be able to shoot on the opponent gym.
Can you talk about, of course, the culture that you started to help to build for the women's basketball program?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Can you talk about the culture that you started to help to build for the program?
I think the culture was already there. I'm just trying to, like I say, support and add my, just really support Coach Clark. But I think so far he's done a great job having his own culture, and it's very close to my culture as well. So so far right now we just Barton is very known as a program that has a lot of winning history since the past 6-7 years, and Coach Clark has done a great job with that, and I'm just trying to just continue to build that winning culture history. And even when I was playing not long ago, a few years ago, it was the same. We won the conference. We went all the time. We were going to the playoffs, national. So it's been here. The culture has been here, and he's done a great job. Continue to build and maintain that culture.
Who are some of the teams in your conference that you compete against each week?
Well, a lot of ranked teams. For the people that don't know, Barton, we are competing in the JR conference, and for the JUCO level is one of the toughest conference in the whole nation. We have a lot of ranked teams. We have Butler. They are actually ranked. Hutchinson Community College. We just played them yesterday. They are ranked 5 in the country right now. We have Dodge. Dodge as well is ranked. So a lot of good, ranked team, and also some unranked team. But you never know what you're gonna get in the JR conference. That's the thing. You can have a matchup with the top team in the conference, and then the bottom team in the conference, and then it's like an upset. Never know what you're gonna get. So that's very interesting. And but we have a lot of strong teams. That's for sure.
What is
and
that
we were ranked as well too. I'm sorry, we were ranked as well too. So yeah.
What is that game day atmosphere like at home when these teams come to your home facility?
It's good. It's good. We know, for the most part, we know that we are a strong team every year. And when we welcome those type of team, it's definitely a good game that's gonna take place. So people are ready. People are excited. For the people that know Barton or the people that don't know Barton, we lucky to have a very nice, cheerleading squad. We have a dancing squad. We have a very, very loud booster club that's very involved, with being here at every game. It's nice atmosphere. It's very crowded. And yeah, it's nice.
Of course, what does that recruitment process look like for those prospective student athletes looking to play on the college women's basketball level?
The recruitment process, for us right here, I know Coach Clark, he likes to get to know those kids ahead of time. So sometimes it's like 1 year before, 2 years, 3 years, but he really wants to start building a relationship with those kids very, very early. We have some kids that, he followed and talked to since, 2 years before he brought them here at Barton. So that for us is really, building a relationship very early, and then just, constantly stay in touch with them, parents. So that's really how we're doing things. And then of course we're recruiting also international. International is very hard. We can't really have that same relationship very early on. But we try to build a relationship with handlers, family as well. It depends if it's a family member that deal with the recruitment process, but that's pretty much how we operate.
What do you look at in those prospective student athletes when out on the road, out recruiting them?
For us is, I know a lot of coaches are like that too, but it's body language. Of course, after them being able to score or, bring something to the table in different area. But body language, if they're good teammates, if we hear good feedbacks from coaches, of course, family member, we always say, good thing about their own players, but, good feedbacks and, how you carry yourself on and off the court. That's the thing that we really prioritize, because you can bring anybody and anybody can come and play. But I think that's those little things that makes a difference. And mainly one thing I almost forgot is the work ethic. Because the coaches at the next level, they're gonna ask, how's the work ethic of this player? And we always tell our player right now, if those coach 4 years coach calls, we're not gonna lie. We're gonna tell exactly how it is. If your work ethic, how you are with your teammate in the locker room, we're gonna say exactly the same. So that's the thing that we're looking when we want to recruit and bring a new student athlete.
As a coach and a former player, what is it like getting to see those people put on that jersey that you put on as a player?
Yeah, it's very yeah, it's very a lot of good memories. Once again, it's just like our colors. I really enjoy being here. I really like Barton. Barton is really the school that gave me my opportunity. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see them excited. Of course, when they put the jersey on, or they see the jersey for the first time in the locker, they're very excited. And I'm very happy. I have joy seeing them being happy to see the gear for the first time.
What is it like getting to see those freshmen put on that uniform for the first time and scoring those first year points?
It's nice. It's actually very nice. You have different type of freshmen. You have freshmen that are very excited, and they ready to play hard, and they don't have any pressure. And you have those freshmen that are very scared, and they just scare, and they excited but scared. So it's very interesting to see the different type of player you have, and some people are ready, some people are not really ready, and it takes like 2 or 3 more games to warm up, and once they finally adjust, they'll play well. And you have some freshmen that just go right away, and they just do whatever we recruited them to do. So it's actually funny.
As a coach and former player, what is it like seeing those players go on and achieve great things in professional basketball, whether it's playing in the WNBA or going overseas like you did?
Yeah, well, it's nice. I did had in the past at Norwest Tech player that went to play professional, and they didn't want to move on at the 4 year school. So it's nice. I'm very happy, and I catch up some game. I just watched a game of one of my former player 3 years ago. I just watched, she was playing not long ago, a few days ago, and it's really nice. I'm very proud, and I'm very happy to see them at that level. And I hope they had a good time. And for the most part, they had a good time when I was coaching them, and I'm able to see what they learn, and how they play right now so far. So I'm very, very excited and very proud. That's really the feelings I have when I see them doing what they love. So, and it makes me feel like we accomplished what they wanted. They accomplished what they wanted for them. So I'm very, very proud.
Was it like as a coach seeing those players go on and playing in Division 1 or Division 2 or even Division 3 basketball?
I mean, it's good. I mean, every time you have a chance to do what you want to do, I mean, it's always a win-win situation. I always tell my players, and I'm sure a lot of coaches say the same thing. It really doesn't matter where you play. I know everybody wants to go D1, but mainly when coach approach you with scholarship, or it doesn't matter, it can be a full ride scholarship, partial scholarship. You just really gotta be thankful for the opportunity, for the coaches to take the time to approach you. And you gotta look at a scholarship is a scholarship. Doesn't matter Division 1, Division 2, Division 3. As long as you can get your education done and you can play basketball, that's, for me, I think it's the most important part. After that, if you have a lot of choice, that's good. That's great. You can pick wherever you want to go, but it really doesn't matter as long as you have a scholarship on the table for you. Doesn't matter. And I'm very proud when they able to accomplish that and go to the next level, because that's the goal. You come in JUCO to go after that and move somewhere and continue, remain to still do what you love. So I'm very, very proud.
What are some of your future plans for the Barton Cougars program moving forward?
Moving forward, have more wins, definitely compete, playoff, regional tournament, and definitely compete at a national level, and wanna national championship. So that's the goal of everybody right now. Last year, they won the regional tournament. So some of my freshmen have a ring. So they brag a little bit about their ring. So that's the ring I want to get. I had a ring when I was a player, but now I'm chasing a ring as a coach. So and that ring looked nice, and that's definitely what I'm looking to accomplish. Hang another banner in the gym. Have some player that leave records here, and when they move on to the next level, like this, we can look back and see that we did a lot of things for this program. So that's really what we're chasing. So.
What advice would you give those incoming freshmen entering their first year of college basketball?
The advice for the freshmen, just be ready, and be ready, and be ready to work hard. Obviously, if you're entering, and you hear it's for a reason. So a lot of time they forget that playing basketball at the college level is a lot of sacrifice. A lot of them forget that. It's not high school basketball anymore. You're gonna have to miss weddings. You're gonna have to miss Christmas dinner sometime. You're gonna have a short Christmas break. So be ready for the sacrifice, work hard, and that's the advice that I would give, because sometimes they forget about that.
What advice would you give those seniors out there looking to go play professional basketball, whether it's the WNBA or overseas?
I would say study the game, see how the player before you that went there, what it took them to get there. That's mainly what I would say for you and what it's going to take for you to get there. So yeah, study the game. I would say study the game, study the people that been there in your position before, and what it took them to be at that level. So that's mainly what I would say.
What advice would you give those players out there looking to get into college coaching after their playing career?
Learn from your coach. As you playing, I would say, pay attention to detail, pay attention to how coach are doing things, stay in touch with your coaches. That's what I would say. I was very fortunate to have good relationship with all of my coaches, either at the professional level, collegiate level, even AAU level. And, you never know who's going to be able to help you out. And on top of that, if you have a good relationship, it helps. It really helps. Nowadays, it's really who you know. So you need, pay attention to details while you are getting coached, but also after your playing time, just stay in good term with your coaches. That's what I would say.
What
And
advice
study the game. Study the game. I'm sorry.
What advice would you give those players, such as yourself, that played basketball professionally, looking to get into coaching after their professional career?
I would say same advice. Study the game. Try to see where how can you get to that level. Ask yourself, and are you doing the right thing? Am I working hard enough? I would say the same thing. Try to reach out to as many people, but the work ethic got to be there. So you can't go you can't go play in an NBA if your work ethic is not there, and then also you got to work hard, and is it a realistic dream? So ask yourself a lot of questions, I would say, and then see around who was in your position before, and just go ask for advice, I would say.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you on social media, along with the Barton Cougars women's basketball program at?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Where can my listeners find you on social media, along with the program at?
I have my Instagram, my own personal Instagram, which will be ericassie24. And then also I post a lot on the. I'm not the only one, but of course I post a lot on the Barton Cougar Instagram page, and I also have. You can find me on Facebook under Annie Kassongo, and then also via the Barton Community College women basketball page on Facebook as well. So these are domain. And I also have Twitter as well, and it will be the same, ericassie24. That will be my personal social media.
Thank you again, Coach Annie Kassongo, for your interview, and best luck in your future at the Barton Cougars as the assistant women's basketball coach.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Coach, for your interview, and best luck in your future.
Thank you.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.